What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hey, today's video isn't a regular recap video. This is one of those videos where I got to be real with myself and I got to be real with you. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been on what I can honestly call a path of destruction trading the NQ. Hey, I have lost 7 funded accounts. 7. It's not from bad luck. It's not from the market, being unfair. It's not from some algorithm, out to get me. It's just me losing control of my discipline. I went on tilt multiple days. I revenge traded, sizing up when I shouldn't, taking trades that weren't part of my plan, and, trying to make back losses instead of just accepting them. And that is, the dangerous part, because it doesn't usually start big. It starts with one red trade, then you want it back, then you bend a rule, you say to yourself, just this once, and before you know it, you're no longer trading your system, you are trading your emotions. And what makes it even harder is that feeling of, man, I was doing so good over the last few days, and, you feel like, you think you've got it figured out. You get confident, maybe even a little too confident, and then, the market smacks you right in the forehead. Hard, and when you don't respect that, that's when all chaos breaks loose. I've had days over the past couple of weeks where I told myself, I said, okay, I am done for the day. And then 5 minutes later, I'm right back in, chasing, forcing trades, not waiting on A-plus setups. I mean, that is really, not trading. It's kind of more like gambling. And I have to admit it, and I'm not proud of that. But I am putting it out here because this is real life trading. This is the side, of it. Most people don't post on social media. Everybody, wants to show their green days, big profits. Nobody wants to show blown accounts. Nobody wants to talk about going on tilt. Nobody wants to admit when they completely ignore their own rules. But if you've been in this game long enough, this stuff happens if you do not stay on top of your mindset. Right now, I know exactly what I need to do. The problem is, can I do? And the way it is looking, it's more like I can't. But it's got to be a turning point at some time. The things that I need to do is I need to slow down. I need to go back to the basics. 1 or 2 good setups a day, a hard daily loss limit, and when I hit it, I'm done. No exceptions. No revenge trades. No one more to make it back, which is a big problem for me. No sizing up to save the day is another. Those 2 right there. The, one more to make it back and sizing up to save the day. That's my 2 biggest flaws. It's always that first, small loss that sets me into that, downward spiral, and it gets to me. Because every time I have blown an account, it wasn't, just one bad trade. It was a series of emotional decisions stacked on top of each other. And that's on me. The struggle is definitely real, but more trading is one of the most mentally demanding things you'll ever do. You're fighting the market, but more than that, you are fighting yourself. You're fighting your ego, your fear, your greed, your need to be right, your need to get back to green. That is why I make these videos, not just to show wins, but to document, the real journey, my journey, to hold myself accountable, to force myself to look at my mistakes instead of hiding from them, and hopefully to help some of you not go down the same path that I am headed down. And, I am trying to do a U-turn. If you're watching this and you've ever been on tilt, if you've ever been breaking your rules, if you have been trying to trade bigger to fix a problem that discipline is supposed to fix, hey, learn from me. Blowing accounts is expensive, but what worse is not learning from it. So, here I am again. So going forward, I'm going to try to make some changes. Now, can I do it? I guess time will tell, but I'm going to try to put in place stricter rules, less trades, more patience, and more focus on execution instead of money. I want to get back to trading like a professional, not like someone trying to hit a home run every day. Because consistency doesn't come from big wins. It comes from small, boring, disciplined days stacked on top of each other. I am not quitting. I am not giving up, but I am owning my mistakes. This is part of the journey. I mean, it is ugly. It is frustrating. But if I can clean this up, tighten my discipline, get my mindset right, I know I can come back stronger. So, hey, if you're still here watching, hey, I appreciate you. If you've been through this, you already know how real it is. But you just got to stick to your plan, protect your capital, respect your rules, and don't make the same mistakes that I have been making. Hey, I am going to keep showing up. I am going to keep documenting it. And hopefully the next chapter is about discipline, consistency, and doing things the right way. But at some point, I am going to have to learn, or you would at least think that I would have to learn. I just wanted to, throw that out there and have a little bit of a rant for a minute. But again, there is really no profit and loss today. It's late. I'm doing this video. As you can see on my accounts, I am down to 8 funded accounts with Apex. I have 1 funded account with Take Profit Trader. I have 2 evals that I'm trying to pass with Take Profit Trader. Again, I just burnt through those 7 accounts. I just let it get the best of me, and I'm admitting it. It was me. Nobody else done it but me. But as in where my accounts stand, you can see right here. Let me change the liquidation. We'll put it on top. My balances, they're almost all over the payout threshold, which is pretty good. These 2 evals. This is the only one, this Apex, is about $1,000 away from a payout, but my take profit is over payout threshold, and all the other ones, is over 52,000. And with Apex, you just got to have 52,600 to be eligible for a payout. So even though I started this video out all negative, there is some positive. I need to keep these accounts because they are all good profit. So once I get all of these above the payout threshold, I think I am going to work on getting some more funded accounts back. I am going to try to pass some more evals, and I want to catch those evals up to these evals and get to that 20 account payout. That is still my main goal. But hey, I ain't going to lie, I've been struggling. I'm sure a lot of people have. It just ain't me. I'm just, throwing my mess out here on the internet for everybody to look at. But we'll see how it plays out over the next few days. And hey, maybe tomorrow I can make a positive video with, all profit and tell everybody I followed my rules and stuck to my plan, instead of getting unhinged and going off on the deep end, And again, Apex is still having their sale, 80% off, $75 activation fee. Use the best code out there, ODT. And again, if you don't care, hit the like and subscribe button. It's free to do. It just helps support the channel. And so, hey, sorry to rant on y'all and put all this negativity out there, but it's stuff that we got to face in this world of trading, It's just part of it. It all ain't rainbows and lollipops, so there's going to definitely be some bad days. But anyways, hey, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow.